Welcome, folks. I'm Jaby Koay, joined by ACHARA KIRK.
Hi there.
We're sitting here eagerly waiting for the Moon Knight video to drop on YouTube, so I thought I'd get this intro out of the way. Thanks so much for joining us. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and pretty please vote this up to let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. By the by, full disclosure, we don't know anything about Moon Knight at all. We're just Marvel fans. I've been watching the movies for quite some time. Don't come at us in the comments. Now, ACHARA knows a little bit more than I do because she decided to wiki, and so she might have some advantage over me.
I may have gleaned over the Wikipedia page for all of 5 minutes, if that.
I'll get caught up with Eric Voss's help and, comic books and all that stuff before the film comes out. Don't you worry. All right, here we go.
Hello, and welcome to Staying Awake.
I have a sleeping disorder. I can't tell the difference between my waking life and dreams.
Hello, and welcome to Staying Awake.
Ooh, whoa.
I think I'm losing it.
We'll catch you on. You're bloody useless, Stevie.
I'm Stephen. I can't tell the difference between life and dreams.
Thank you.
Whoa.
Lost the contact lens.
Hope you find it.
Thanks. Yeah.
Oh my God, you're alive. What's wrong with you, Mark?
Why did you call me Mark? It must be very difficult. Voice in your head. There's chaos in you. Embrace the chaos.
Damn.
That is super interesting.
That's wild, man. I mean, you know what? For me, as someone who is completely pedestrian on this one, or ignorant, I should say, this feels akin to Memento as a superhero.
Yeah.
Well, Guy Pearce's character, anyway.
Since I am the expert now after having read Wikipedia
With all of your knowledge.
For like 2 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. I think it's really interesting that they took this spin on it because one of the things that I did read kind of further down the Wikipedia article is this idea that he has, I don't know if it's like schizophrenia or dissociative personality disorder or something, but I really like that they're kind of honing in on the mental health aspect of it and kind of focusing on him feeling like he's losing his mind as opposed to starting at the point where, you know, he learns about his superpowers and like he gets his superpowers. So it's kind of, it's almost like it's working backwards. So like we're discovering the character while he's also discovering his superpowers, as it were. And I'm so excited because I think Oscaar Isaac is such an amazing actor, and to have him playing this character and giving him the opportunity to just kind of, you know, have fun with it and play all these different personalities, perhaps. I imagine that might be something that they explore, or at least kind of playing this character who's kind of unhinged and feels like he's absolutely losing it. I think it's going to be fantastic.
How's his accent?
His accent was actually pretty good.
ACHARA's the accent Nazi here. She's just like, that's not how you say not. It's not.
No, sometimes I was like, but then, you know what? I was like, there have been so many times that British actors have taken on roles in huge projects like Marvel projects and whatnot. I'm okay with him doing an English accent, and for the most part, I think he does a really fantastic job.
He's got the sing-songy thing.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I thought the visuals were stunning, and I like Oscaar Isaac a lot. I think he's a fantastic actor. Speaking of fantastic actors, Ethan Hawke is one of my all-time favorite actors. I've said this time and time again. I am so happy to see him here. I forgot that he was in this project. I can't remember if that was exposed to me before.
I don't think so.
But in any case, I love Ethan Hawke. Every time I see him pop up, I'm like, oh my God, Ethan Hawke! It gets me so happy every time I see him in a new movie. And so to see him integrated into the Marvel cinematic universe now, I'm like, oh my God.
Is he gonna be a good guy or a bad guy?
Well, it looks like he's a villain here.
It does, yeah.
But nonetheless, like, what a fantastic pick to bring into the MCU. It's just all I'm trying to say. Because, they bring these astounding actors all the time. It's like, now finally, one of my favorites is there too.
Two very talented people working off of each other.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the sparks fly.
What they're doing here with Moon Knight, because again, I don't know anything about his backstory or the comic book or whatever. I'm ignorant. This is how I thought they were going to go about Eternals, which is the characters discovering who they are from their past. And so I actually really enjoy this sort of uncovering of who he is, because we are going on that journey with him, as it were, almost as if we are uncovering our own past as this superhero, which would be like a fantasy come true for any one of us. I know that there's like the mental health thing, he's kind of crazy and whatnot, losing it, but still, it's like, how cool would that be to find out, oh my God, like in my former life, I was this super dude. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. And I think it's interesting to do it this way as well, because as far as I know, right, like Moon Knight isn't the most popular Marvel character.
He will be now.
But maybe now. But so it's kind of enticing for the audience to learn about the character this way as well, at the same time as the character himself is kind of learning about what it is to be Moon Knight.
Right.
I also thought it was really cool that they were adding these kind of little references to the Egyptian angle on it, because according to what I read, that's how he gets his powers, is from the Egyptian moon god. I don't know his name. I'm not even going to try and say it.
All right.
But I like how they had those kind of artifacts. He's working at the British History Museum.
Right.
And so, it's kind of like woven into the story, so you kind of get that vibe as you're watching it, which is really cool to me.
The approach to this cinematically feels kind of like the approach you would take to a scary film, like a thriller or a horror film, like with the angles and whatnot, and just like the frightening imagery as he's waiting in the elevator. He doesn't know what's coming for him down the elevator. It's just an old lady.
It feels like a nightmare.
Yeah, and so it rides that interesting line of being frightening but also funny, because his reaction after the fact, after the relief, is hilarious. And it takes someone like Oscar Isaac to do this authentically, to really buy into this moment himself as like, I am genuinely scared right now. That's what makes it funny.
Yeah.
Is that he is treating it like anything else, which is, dramatic in nature.
Right.
He's not he's not playing it for laughs. He's not, ribbing the audience. It's like he is straight up frightened, and that's what makes it funny.
Well, yeah, and it's must be so terrifying as well, because like he chained himself up. I don't know what the hell the situation was with the sand around his bed. Like, is he afraid of something coming for him, or is he afraid of something that he's going to do? You know what I mean?
Not sure. I mean, maybe that would be an audio thing, like you can hear the sand crunching. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Or
Anyway.
like there's evidence that something happened, because he's losing his mind. Maybe
Sure.
he's got memory gaps.
Any case, you guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. These two ignoramuses on this particular project here. I'm very excited though. Like,
Yeah.
it looks really cool.
Awesome.
And everything. All the aforementioned reasons why, like, I'm super stoked to watch this. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and pretty please vote this up to let YouTube know you enjoyed what you watched. I'm Jaby Koay. This is
ACHARA KIRK.
Peace out.